Welcome to episode 5. In this episode, we look at reasons why people don't listen. We've selected 9 reasons why people don't listen. Let's have a look at them, the problems they cause, and some possible solutions to these 9 traps. Number 1, the listener may have decided in advance that the speaker's subject is going to be uninteresting. This leads to the listener zoning out, tuning out totally. Instead of falling for this trap, you could tell yourself to make a real effort to learn something new during the conversation and put effort into listening to it. Put deliberate effort and intent and commit to finding something to learn in what the speaker has to say. Reason number 2. The listener is distracted when someone is speaking. If you are a speaker, be aware that the listener could easily be distracted while you are speaking. So you need to have a look at the surrounding where this conversation is happening. Are there any distractions that could grab the listener's attention? If you are the listener, have a look at the surroundings and be consciously aware that your surroundings could cause distractions that would impact on your listening. Number 3, relevancy, adjusting and staying in tune. The listener may have failed to adjust to what the speaker was saying. For example, you were talking about the weather, but now the topic has shifted and the speaker is now talking on what they did on vacation. Being able to adjust to the conversation and being relevant requires some mental agility. If you are a listener and you are finding yourself struggling to quickly adjust, ask the speaker to slow down and give you time to shift gears. But you need to actively participate and see if your mind is following and adjusting as the conversation continually progresses. Number 4. Taking too many notes. If the listener is taking too many notes, you're totally going to miss the conversation. Rather than copying every word, just take some key notes. This takes practice, but it is worthwhile to master the ability of taking notes. As a listener, you need to learn how to take key notes. Also, as a speaker, if you are the speaker and you need to share some content that requires note-taking, assist your audience in listening to you. They may not know that taking notes word for word. So assist your listeners in taking keywords and also pay attention if your listeners are indeed taking keynotes or jotting down word for word, because they can easily miss you, and you can vice versa if you are a listener. Number 5, the listener felt that what is being said would be too difficult or is currently just so difficult, so they zone out. If you are a listener and you are finding that what you are listening to be difficult, you should participate and ask for questions to clarify, or ask the speaker to illustrate a point or to demonstrate a point. Also, remember to look out for non-verbal cues that the speaker is demonstrating. This assists you in adding understanding. But also, as a speaker, what you are saying could be difficult for your listeners. Look out for those non-verbal cues. Are they bringing their brows together? Is their forehead clenching? Look out for these verbal cues and invite the listener to ask questions or clarify or paraphrase. Number 6, the listener gets sidetracked by their own biases. Let's say the speaker uses the word refugee to refer to people who are made homeless by a flood or an earthquake. You could perhaps refer to them as victims, and this may be very important to you. But try not to raise this point until the speaker has had an opportunity to complete their thought. So, bias, what's the right word? Being biases. Biases do affect and can easily get you sidetracked. So listen to your own mind, how you are receiving what is being said, and be aware of the biases that take place. Biases can really distract you and get you sidetracked from missing the speaker's point. Number 7, the listener may jump in too soon to relate to their own ideas or experience. As a listener, avoid jumping in too soon. Be patient and listen. Give the speaker a fair turn to make their point. Then present your ideas if appropriate. Remember, this is not the same as asking for clarity. This is when you are jumping in to relate your own story or your own experience while someone else is talking. You cannot listen in that way. Number 8, the listener listened only to the facts and didn't pay attention to the body language. When we are listening to just the words, this can easily make you miss the point. You see, it's all about increasing awareness of those around you and how they are reacting emotionally to what is being said. Learn, again, body language here, non-verbal cues become so important. They are a critical part of the message, the overall message, not just the words. So listen to the words, yes, but pay attention to body language. That was number 8. And number 9, the listener was daydreaming. Hey, listening requires some self-discipline. We look at all of the 9 reasons we've shared why people don't listen. And number 9, daydreaming is one of those traps that you can easily fall into. Self-discipline is required to be a good listener. Bring yourself back to the conversation by internally saying stop. Remember to make eye contact and connect with the speaker. This will also help you staying engaged. It will help you to stay engaged. Just have that internal voice that's on guard, ready to say stop, don't go there, don't go home, don't come back here, stay here. That's what we have for you today. Have you a moment of reflection? Have you found yourself guilty of any of these 9 traps, loopholes, why people don't listen? Have you found yourself guilty of all of them? Have a look at these. Go back to this episode. Jot them down. Find where do you need to start. Which of these 9 reasons people don't listen do you find yourself falling over and over and over for? Thanks for listening. We'll catch you in the next episode.